putting on my shoes to go somewhere, and I wanted to grab this because I'm working on a video project for Dr. Will Williman right now. It's about Jesus at Christmas time and what that means. And I thought about sending him a message right now that said, hey, I'm going to work on that today. And I learned something different. I stopped myself because I learned something different from someone named Mike Hollis, Coach Mike. Mike taught me, don't tell someone you're going to do something. Save that, do it, save the words, don't say anything, don't communicate anything, go do the work, and then when you've done it, then say, hey, I did this. So his phrase was, don't tell me what you're going to do, tell me what you've done. There's a lot of power if you can wait, because it's exciting to tell someone that you're working on something, or you feel like the pressure's off once you tell them that you've worked on it or done it. But I found that when I have said, hey, I'm going to work on this today, then I have a pressure relief. They know I'm working on it today or whatever, but then some things have gotten in the way sometimes and I hadn't been able to work on it. I had to come in to finish because somebody was mowing right as I started out there. So I found that my habit was when I felt pressure, I would tell people I was going to work on something. When I have felt pressure, I have told people I'm going to work on that. Like whatever the project is, or I'm going to call somebody or whatever. I'm going to call so-and-so, because I'd be in a situation where I knew somebody was going to say, hey, have you called Bob? And I would say, I'm going to call Bob today. And I try to beat him to the punch and say, I'm going to call him. But I found that something happened emotionally where all I was doing was trying to please people. I wasn't actually helping myself get moving forward on that. So I found found Coach Hollis's advice was really important, that I needed to learn to say, learn to not say I'm going to call, and instead wait and call, and then later on after I had called Bob to then say, hey, I called Bob today. So do you see the difference? Don't tell people what you're going to do. You'll get your reward then. Instead, save that and do it. Do the work, whatever it is, and then say, hey, I did this. So sometimes it's as much as a day that you got to wait. Other times it's you got to wait 2 weeks. Other times you got to wait an hour. That's different than like talking in your family. Hey, I'm going to go get gas right now. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you want to celebrate something, or when you want someone to know that you're on it. Save it and say it afterwards, after you've done it. So the key is to figure out how to identify moments when that's really important, and people in your life where that's really important. So if you're working on a project, if you're working on a school project, don't tell someone, I'm going to go home tonight and work on that. Just go home tonight and work on it, and then say, hey, I went home and worked on that last night. It changes a lot when you save the telling people about that work until after it's done versus before you do it. That is something that I wish I had known when I was younger. So that's all for today. Don't tell me you're going to do it. Tell me when you've done it.